I'm Arlene, host of the television talk show Ask Arlene, which airs on Thursdays at 6:30. And as a business consultant and life coach, I help you to move forward in your business, project, or endeavor. So if you always wanted to write a book, but you just haven't seemed to get started, or you always wanted to 10x that business that you already have, expand it to the next level, you know exactly what you need to do, but you just haven't done it? Well, I've already purchased all the courses, read all the books, the Tony Robbins, all sorts. I have several degrees, including a master's degree and credits toward a doctorate. I've sat with and met celebrities and done the networking. And what I realized is what I really needed was a mastermind group of people working toward my project, my business, or my endeavor. So what I've done is met with coaches and met with experts and put them together to work on your project. So join us today for our Mastermind networking group. I'll see you there. Click the link below and join us.
Hello and welcome to the Ask Arlene show. I'm so excited to join you again. Okay, so today we're talking about 10 quick reasons why some coaches are not making six figures. This is a $300 billion business, guys. And some coaches on average are making 30K, 20 something K. And there's just really 10 simple reasons. So I always say it's simple. So it's not easy, but it's simple, okay? So that means I'm going to tell you what these 10 things are. We're going to start right away with the first one. The first one is that many people are focused on the minutia. You're focused on the logo, okay? Let's make a logo. I was on a call this week with a lovely lady who was starting her coaching business, and she was asking me to consult with her about her logo. Now, a logo should not take more than, say, 30 minutes worth of consultation. Nike is one of the most successful businesses that we know, and Nike's logo is a check. So if your logo is very complex, very complicated, remember, it's just going to fit into a small box, okay? People aren't even going to see your logo in terms of the minutia, the details of the logo. So it should be something that can easily be recognized and easily stand out, okay? If you're spending a lot of time on your logo, that's not how you make six figures in your coaching business or really in any business. And that's really why I want to focus on these things today, because I want to see you win. I want to see you win at this game of business, of life coaching, and win in this game of life. Because then you'll have more opportunity and more time to do so many of the other things that bring you joy, and also be able to share some of the wealth and success that you have with others. So what's one of the second things, really quickly, that people are missing along this journey why their coaching business is not touching six figures? Well, the second thing that I want to talk about is actually, funnily enough, it's called love. And you're like, what are you talking about, Arlene? What are you talking about? You have to love your customers. A lot of people in business are focused on what can I gain? What are the numbers? So I have to get 28 clients paying $35.64 each month in order to hit my six-figure marker. But are we thinking about the clients themselves and how much we love our clients and how much we want to serve our clients and how much we want to satisfy our clients? Well, this is really key, guys. When you're worrying about your planning and your key maneuvering of your six-figure plan, make sure that you outline how it is that you're going to love on your clients. Because remember, this is key. And Tony Robbins says this all the time. And this is a direct quote. Usually I just proffer, but this is a quote. He said, "People buy feelings. We don't buy things." Okay, so Me going to the store and buying a Louis Vuitton bag. Do I need a Louis Vuitton bag? Or can I get a bag from CVS or Kmart or Target? Just about any store has bags. But what am I really purchasing? I'm purchasing the feeling, the vibe. Why is it that we sell cars with a woman sitting on the top of the car, flashing her hair and the wind blowing? Is it really that that has anything to do with a car? No, you could buy a Toyota. My mom bought a Toyota off the lot, cash, right? And then somebody else buys a Bugatti. Why? Is it that we just need transportation? It's because we're buying feelings, we're buying the emotion. What are we getting when we make this purchase? So if you want to make six figures, not only in life coaching, because I'm a life coach and a business coach, but in your business period, let's begin by looking at studying how we love on our clients, okay? How we translate and transmute that feeling of not just, here's my product and I can help you, but I truly love you. I truly care about you. Now, it might sound crazy because Nike just sells sneakers, right? But their little check mark says, just do it. They're giving you the impression and the vibe that they want to see you do it. They want to see you excel. They want to see you do well. That's the same vibe that has to come across when we do our lives and we do our videos and our YouTubes or whatever it is that we're doing in our business. That feeling of loving your customer. And I just love my team because they put the statement down there and I didn't even ask them for it. This is what we mean when we say a team, okay? We love not only our clients, but also love your team, because if you love your team, they will work with you, okay? And that is secret number 2. Secret number 3 to win at this game and be a 6-figure or 7-figure life coach. These are the little tidbits. Okay, Tony Robbins gave that one, but I want to give you another one. You know what's another thing that came up this week? So I do business consulting and life coaching, so I help businesses to grow. And one of the key things that we do, of course, is help people with their websites. But you would be surprised, guys, the number of coaches that are spending their time working on their logos and working on their websites. Listen, if you truly have a successful website, you'll never finish, okay? You will never finish working on that website because it will never be perfect. And so remember, the goal is not perfection with the site, but the goal is to be able to use your site, okay, as a landing page, okay, or as a ground to which the people can go and sign up for your programs, your service, your products, okay? Even the website, and you would think that Nike is like sponsoring this video because I keep talking about Nike today. I don't know why. I guess I have Nike on the mind, but their website's not perfect either. So why should you spend the next 3 months working on your website? How much is that going to yield you financially? You would be surprised the number of people that are working on the minutia. So your website is something that you continue to work on as your business grows, as your business expands, as your life coaching, you may change your programs. And as you change your programs, your website will change, okay? Your landing pages will change. So if we spend 3 months working on the website before we launch, then what happens in the 4th month when we launch and we realize that that really isn't the product that we want to sell anymore? Do we spend another 3 months? No, secret is focus on the revenue generating items first in order to see your project win. So now after you've made your initial 6 figures in your life coaching business or in your business, okay, focus on the minutia, fine tune it. Go back to the website, go back to the logo, go back to those tools and tips and techniques that you really feel will separate you from the crowd. But initially, are we really buying Tony Robbins because of his site? Are we really buying Lisa Nichols because of her site? No, which leads me to all of these other things that people are talking to me about on my calls and in my sessions. This is free information for you guys. Another key piece that people are falling down on is this concept of certification. Now, I sell a certification as well. So you can get certified as a life coach through my program, yes. But do you need to be certified in order to start a life coaching business? Actually, guys, you don't. You need to be good at something, excellent at something, some tool, some tip, something that you went through that you were able to overcome, and now you're able to share this concept with other people. Do they care that you are certified, okay? Or do they care that you are truly there to help, okay? People are not buying Tony Robbins because of his certifications or Lisa Nichols or Arlene Mclaren coaching, okay? Although I am certified. But most people don't even ask me about my certifications. I have degrees. If you listen to the first part of my intro, you'll find out a lot about my background, my pedigree. But believe it or not, in terms of people making the purchases of my programs, even I was surprised. People are not as interested in the pedigree as they are interested in the actual result that you can help them with. Okay, so certifications, I'm not knocking certifications. It's great if you have a certification. I mean, if you're a doctor or you're performing surgery, great, go get your certifications. But for life coaching, please focus on the earnings. And I'm sharing this because I've walked this journey. I've been at this game now for several years. I've had success in different areas. I've helped other coaches to launch their businesses and to do well. We have the master class where we're teaching and training people how to do this and win. So the key secret is you're going to look at your experience, look at your life, look at what you've accomplished, look at the things that you've done. Perhaps you did it for a company, you did it for someone else, or perhaps you're just somebody who's great at talking to others and giving good advice. Like we have some people who are part of the team here that I've seen in operation. If they are so helpful and you're so helpful in your industry and in your field, is it possible that there's someone else who needs that expertise and would pay you to do for them what you do for someone else or what you do for your company or your firm? The answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes. And someone else may be certified, but they don't have the results that you have. So focus on the results. Focus on your, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Okay, guys, are we on track? Okay, the next secret that I want to talk about, which affects me greatly and affects everybody, it is this concept of what is your state? All right. What is your state? What do you mean, Arlene, my state? Well, one of the key secrets, and this is really on the inside, on the cutting edge of becoming an excellent coach, is a little bit of what I had said before, which is that people are really not buying your product for product's sake. Because think about it, whatever you're offering, they could buy elsewhere. Go into the bread aisle at the grocery store and see how many different types of bread there are. A whole row, and it's just bread, right? But yet all of them are in business. So all of the different types of bread companies are making money. And so even though there are a lot of different coaches and people say, well, the coaching industry is a $300 billion industry, Arlene, now it's getting saturated. It's not. Okay, there's room for you because you're bringing your own unique self to the marketplace. So there are some people who will buy from Arlene Mclaren, right? Because of my background, because of my culture, because of where I'm from. But they may not buy from someone else who may be even more experienced at the game than me. Okay, so what am I talking about in this, the fifth one? I understand. It is this concept of change your state. So remember we said that people are buying not just the product, but they're buying you. Okay, so what is your state when you come on and you do your lives or you do your YouTubes or you're sharing your product or service? It is, and I'm going to just upset my team a little bit and finish this point and then we'll go to break, but it is your state. All right, and you say, well, what do you mean by your state? So if I come on here and I started talking like this and I had my head down and I was whispering, nobody would listen to me. I wouldn't have hundreds of followers, right? Or thousands of followers, depending on what the platform is. People wouldn't really want to listen. So when I get on, I have to make sure that I am in a state that is going to be conducive with the people who I want to reach. All right. When I come back from the break, I'm going to give you 4 more tips and really hone in on how you make six figures at your life coaching business. See you in a few.
I'm Arlene, host of the television talk show Ask Arlene, which airs on Thursdays at 6:30. And I'm here to tell you 2 reasons why you should join our Speakers Bureau training and how to become a world-class speaker. 1, revenue generation. People who know how to communicate well earn more dollars and cents. And 2, if you have a day job, you're not a speaker, teacher, author, trainer, you're going to gain promotion on your job if you're better able to communicate with confidence in those board meetings. Now, you say, why should I join your group, Arlene? There are so many programs out there. Well, I'm guaranteeing you an interview on television or radio if you complete our 10 sessions of our Speakers Bureau training. So I have a plethora of friends that do the same types of things that I do, and so we're guaranteeing you an interview on either television or radio. And you say, well, why else, Arlene? Why else should I join? Well, if you join our Speakers Bureau, after having taken the 10-session training, I am going to help you, along with our team, to launch that speaking career that you always envisioned so that you can use your message to change the world. So there's so many programs out there and they tell you how to be a speaker, but I'm going to actually help you to get booked on paid speaking engagements, on television and on radio if you complete all 10 sessions and you join our Speakers Bureau. I hope to see you there and see you using your dream, your vision, and your talent to change the world. Bye-bye. See you there.
Hey, welcome back. So we were talking about changing your state. So if I came on here and I said to you, listen, I just had a fight with my husband. He was trying to help me to put the show together, but instead we were fighting about the groceries. Nobody really wants to hear that, right? So I have to resolve my own issues as a life coach first before I should really get on and start talking with anybody about a product or a service, okay? Because this is, people call it sales 101. But one of the reasons why perhaps your lives are not working or the materials that you're putting out are not working is because of your state. So I just yelled at the kids. Am I going to feel my best? Am I going to speak with enthusiasm and vim and vigor and vivacity? Probably not, because I'm just stressed about my kids. So as a life coach, one of the key pieces is to work on ourselves and become the person, embody the person that you truly want to be. So if I want to help life coaches to make money, okay, to produce or to expand, I have to make sure that I am successful at what I'm doing. Now, does that mean that I have to do everything perfectly? No, but at least I have to show up and have a good attitude, right? I have to make sure that the state that I'm in is conducive to helping, conducive to sharing. If I'm worrying about the stuff, you know, the conversation I had with the staff or the team or the conversation, all of that stuff, once I get on and I'm sharing or we're selling or we're giving information, however you want to frame it, you've got to work on your state, okay? And going right into that specifically as well is, who is your ideal client? Who are you speaking to? So I have life coaches that I speak to generally. But there are a multiplicity of business owners who also find my content of interest. So if you're a business owner, do you still need to do the 10 secrets? Do you still need to focus on the heart and focus on the loving of your clients and focus on your message and all of the things that I'm talking about today? Absolutely. But who am I speaking with? I'm speaking with people who want to be coaches, because I believe that that is such a key area. that you can get into. Anybody can get into this industry because everyone has something to offer. Everyone has achieved something, accomplished a goal, done something that you didn't think you could do, but you were able to do it. And now you can help other people who are also walking that walk and need to be able to talk that talk with more vivacity and more vigor and more knowledge. All right. So a key piece is, who is your ideal client? So if I have males that talk to me and that join my program and are part of the Millionaire Mastermind, but specifically, I'm talking to somebody. All right. So when you're doing your business and you're looking to move forward to that six-figure mark, you have to be focused on who you're speaking with. Okay. It's like if I'm having a conversation and I say, hey, eat your lunch. Okay. Did you eat your lunch? People may just keep walking because they don't know who I'm talking to. But if I say, William, did you have lunch? Then William turns around because he knows that I'm talking to him and he'll respond. And that's the key thing. That's the key secret. When people, large companies, when they're talking to their clients, if it's Nike, they're talking to people who are athletic, right? They're really not talking to couch potatoes, right? They're talking to people who are athletic. So the key is to be specific when it comes to who you're speaking to. Find not just your client, but determine who your ideal client is. Guys, this will save you so much money in the journey. This is stuff that's taken me years, okay, to just latch onto because I was doing all these things myself, just shouting in the audience to the masses, as opposed to speaking to someone specifically. So there's some people you see and they consider themselves influencers and they've got a ton of following, but they're still not making any earnings because they're talking to everyone, okay? And then there's a lady who I know who's a billionaire, multi-billion-dollar business. She's got 20 clients, 20, okay? Because the price point of her product is so high that she can be able to charge the higher price point and be able to move forward in her business, right? Depends on what you're selling. But even in terms of life coaching, because this woman is a life coach, okay, with her 20 clients. All right, moving right along. The next one, and I'm looking at my time, okay, we're going to go fast. Results that you produce. So when you're sharing your content or you're sharing your information or you're on your sales call, remember that it's about the result that you're producing for the client. All right. So that's in terms of life coaching. What is the result? If you look at so many advertisements and you see what they're putting on, sometimes you have to think, well, what exactly is this commercial selling? Because all they're talking about is you having a good time and enjoying yourself. But what are they selling, right? You're watching, you're engaged, but are you buying the product? Well, maybe not. So definitely talk about the results that you're offering in the world. Okay, and that's going to help us to earn more. Be focused, be clear. So, I have the book. It's called 10 Secrets to Overcoming Fear, Getting Unstuck, and Living Your Best Life. I'm going to ask the team to flash it because a lot of these concepts that I'm talking about in terms of you being clear, in terms of your ideal client, and all of that good stuff, looking at the result that you're actually giving the client, these things are in the book. So I'm going to encourage you to go on and log on to askarleneshow.com/about/6. It's right there below. Just go on to Ask Arlene Show and click on the book and get some of this information directly. All right. Another thing is secret number 8, results get achieve. So you're talking about the results that you're getting in the world, but you're also going to talk about your achievements as a life coach. So are people interested in the results that you've gotten for others in the past? Yes. So when I get on, I usually tell stories about people who came to me. Like when I started, I talked about the lady who was focused on her logo. She spent a lot of time talking about her logo. And so she wasn't making any money because she hadn't branched out in her coaching business because she was stuck on the logo. Or the other lady who spent all of her time focused on the website, okay, and never actually launched anything because she wanted to get it perfect. All right, this is not the time for perfection. Perfection doesn't exist in business, right? Perhaps it didn't exist in other industries. I really can't speak about it. I used to do politics. It certainly didn't exist there. But there is this thought that we need to spend a lot of time doing these other things. The only time that is truly revenue generating is the time that we spend in front of our clients. So focus on that. Focus on talking with the people that are truly your ideal clients, talking about the results that you want them to achieve, and also the results that you're giving in the world. Okay, so I'm looking to help people who want to be in business, women who have kids and are out and are just looking to move forward financially and have another opportunity or another outlet. We just had COVID. We had all of the people who thought they were what's the word? They call them essential workers, but then they found out they weren't essential workers. So just in case, you want to have something to work with and grow and expand in, even if you continue with your 9 to 5. And life coaching is that thing. As long as we don't get into these pitfalls and we focus on the client. Okay, so the last thing is the message. All right, being authentic in your messaging, talking from the heart. I mean, that's in line with talking about your results and the results that you yield in the world. But really, it is being authentic. So if I came on here and I said to you guys, and I was disingenuous and I said, hey, it doesn't matter what you do. You can just roll on the floor, cry out 5 times, and you'll make 6 figures as a life coach. I would be disingenuous. But instead, I'm saying these are 10 secrets that you can use, 10 tools, tips, and techniques that you can use to win at this game of life coaching, of being a coach, or really being in business at all. And the last thing is, as always, get a coach. All right. And I'd love to help you, to walk you through the journey so that you can win at the game of life. So we have all of these sites. If you want to follow us, we're inviting you to go to Ask Arlene Show, to follow us on all the social media platforms, whether that's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. But specifically, I want you to go and join our Millionaire Mastermind group on Facebook. All right, I'm inviting you to not do business alone. Don't do life alone. Join our group of captive business owners, life coaches, people who've been successful and want to see you win in the world. We want to do life together. Also keep in mind that success is not a sprint, all right? So for many people who did not succeed, whether it's in life coaching or in business at all, one of the reasons is because they thought it was a sprint. Like so many people you talk to, like, yeah, I started that business, but it didn't work. Oh, I did that, but it didn't work. Yeah, I did investments, but it didn't work. Guess what? You probably didn't do it long enough. All right. So join our group. Let's work together and watch you win in this game of life, and specifically as a life or business coach. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click on the link. Bye-bye.
I've decided that I'm a good person and that I deserve good things to happen to me. And therefore, I've decided that I'm going to pamper myself as much as possible. I'm going to look for as much fun. I'm going to look for as much fulfillment. I'm going to look for as much ease. I'm going to follow my ease. I'm going to follow my bliss. I'm going to follow my flow. I'm going to follow the good feeling. I'm going to I've decided that I'm a good person and that I deserve good things to happen to me. And therefore, I've decided that I'm going to pamper myself as much as possible. I'm going to look for as much fun. I'm going to look for as much fulfillment. I'm going to look for as much ease. I'm going to follow my ease. I'm going to follow my bliss. I'm going to follow my flow. I'm going to follow the good feeling. I'm going to
I know what you're thinking. I need a job.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
But you gotta keep going.
You just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a course online.
You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.
You care for the house, the kids, and our future. My Shiro's day is never done. So let's save a little more now so we can create the retirement we want. A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need. Visit asiaretirement.org.
Name some things I'll be without you, good. Stop the growth, I bet you think you could. Said you gon' leave me, man, I wish you would. Yeah, I'm different, so I'm misunderstood. So I'ma always be good. Said I'ma always be good.